Hi, Lynette.
Hello.
Thank you for being with us today, and I'm glad you're going to share some things about your new book that you're going to be writing.
Yes.
I have a question for you. How did you get to this point in your life, and give us a little bit of a background on your life?
Okay, well, I'm originally from Billings, Montana, born and raised there. I was a preacher's daughter, so being raised in a very strict and stable environment coming up in my years, and things weren't easy all the time, but I was born with a very strong foundation, and we moved out here to Seattle when I was 17, and I got pregnant at 16, and I raised my son out here in Seattle by myself, single mom. I got a job at the Kent School District, working very hard for 13 years. Was married to a preacher's son, and that lasted like 2.5 months. That went real sour quick. So I remained single for quite some time, and continued to be very professional, very driven. No drugs, no alcohol, things where I was living life right and doing the best I could by my son. Had everything I ever dreamed I thought I could have, and then I came along and I married the postman. And he, throughout time, became postal, and it was quite the experience. And although he was a millionaire, money didn't matter because things got ugly quick, and I became disabled. And throughout that time, I also resigned from the school district, and I ended up pregnant with a little girl. And we, throughout the time that I was married, I suffered quite a bit of abuse, so I ended up wanting a divorce. And through my illnesses, as well as having the gastric bypass surgery, things fell apart real quick. I ended up losing custody of my little girl because I couldn't help take care of her, and I ended up in nursing homes and hospitals and ICUs. Things got really ugly, and they had been this way for the last 8+ years. So that caused a lot of disabilities, mental, physical, as well as financial problems. And throughout all that time, God has been walking beside me. Even if I put God on the shelf for a while I would go and I fell short into prescription drugs and addiction and alcoholism, something I never dreamt of. And I became to the point where I hit rock bottom more than once. And over these years, I haven't seen my daughter now for at least 11 years. I still see my son. He's my hero. He's very professional, makes 3 digits every year, and is an inspiration to me, and he's my drive inside in a lot of ways. Now, after all these disabilities and disappointments and things that I have done, fallen short of the glory of God, I am coming back now. Even if I still have the disabilities, I'm rising above them through faith. I have no fear. I have also died 5 times with 3 out-of-body experiences, and in my book I will share some of those things. And I'm here today to share those things with you, because we all have challenges, and we all have situations in our life where we really sometimes feel like giving up hope. But if you have a small glimpse of faith and just a little bit of hope, you can get anywhere if you put your heart and mind to it. Through Christ and through faith, everything is possible. So right as now, I want to write this book and allow people to read it. My book is called the letter L, L's of Life, and I have over 100 small chapters. And I'm going to share a couple of, a little bit of them with you, so that you can get interested and continue to follow what I have to share.
Thank you, Lynette. I think people are going to be really interested in that. I want to know what do you specifically want to accomplish with the book? What do you want to bring to people's lives who are going to read it?
What I'm trying to bring is a glimpse of hope and faith and inspiration. When it comes to the L's of life, there's many words that begin with the letter L. One about legacy, leaving a legacy for your children, for your friends, for people that may not even know you, strangers. Leaving something behind as you may go into your new dimension in life, whether it be just a story of the ability to never give up, even when things look the worst. There's always something that you can look forward to if you really give it over to God. Talking about love. Love is amazing in all different ways. There's so many ways that you can love without really even understanding that it is love that you're giving. Talking about the lifetime that we live, throughout our childhood, through our teenage years, through our early adult years, middle years to our older years. Talking about the loot that we go through. Imagine all the money, especially with me, the loot I went through, having a lot of it, losing it, wasting it on the drugs and alcohol to survive in my addiction, and learning to earn it back as God wills to give it to me. Being in the loony bin, people thinking I was crazy when I really wasn't. I just was different because I stood out. And people don't understand that. They try and give you pills and make you take all kinds of medication to make you quiet, when it's our spirit inside that is trying to get out and reach others. Talking about laughter, how that's the best medicine anybody can possess, and just sometimes laughing to continue to laugh will make it funny. Laughing with somebody, or not at anybody, but just laughing. It's contagious. Sharing smiles brings laughter. You don't know if you're going to save somebody's day or not. Talking about the loss of my life in itself in so many ways, but never really losing it because the Lord isn't finished with me yet. Loss of relationships, loss of trust, loss of, fill in the blank. What we think is so possessing and positive, or what we can keep that's tangible, we could lose it. And then how to regain it. Only the Lord will give it back in His time.
Well, thank you, Lynette. I think that was really good for a starter. We're going to be touching courses with you in the next few weeks. We're going to have new uploads for YouTube. And you take care, and we'll be seeing you then.
Thank you so much. Please stay tuned.